Hello everybody, Team Tech here, back at it again. I'm stoked to showcase you guys my updated Monarch Deck Profile for the new Code of the Duelist set. Now I decided to readjusticate the deck again in order to fit for the Trickstar matchup. So you guys are going to be getting to see all my spicy texts in order to deal with that matchup in just a second. So let's get into it. First, you have 3 copies of Erebus, the Underworld Monarch. He's a non-targeting spinner back into the deck from your opponent's hand, field, and or graveyard. Really powerful card. I see this guy as like evil Trishula for the deck. And then you play your 1 Aether. Aether's just such a broken card. Here's altogether because she can tutor out this guy. And then tutoring out this guy, he can pop cards on your side of the field in order to be able to get you some more free draws. That's insane, man. And Aether is just so easy to get from deck to hand with cards like Return with the Monarchs, things like that. It can allow you to tutor out Aether from your deck to hand mad quick. And I used to run triple Karaz, but I bunked him down to 2 now because I feel you only need 3 right now. Especially when you're not playing GOFU in the deck. Remember guys, I don't run GOFU in this deck. And then for the Fiends, you play 1 Majesty's Fiend and triple Vanity's Fiend. I don't care we're in a True Draco format. I don't care. It's that simple. I just don't care. Vanity's Fiend is just a broken card altogether. So OP. And if you're going against True Draco, you can simply just side him out in order to put in more of your side deck out in for True Draco. And Majesty's Fiend has always been a broken card. A lot of people don't like to run him. I run him at 1 now. I believe that I ran him at 1 in my last deck profile too. Not sure. But yeah, he's at least a decent one of. And then we have... Oh, let me move that over. Here's some spice of the day. Light Darkness Dragon. Ah, man. Light Darkness Dragon is the herald of perfection of monarchs. This guy is broken. He's like... Leave 1 copy for you guys, but I'm going to read the text out loud from 1 of them to you guys. But remember, there's 2 in the deck list, but I'm just reading off of 1 for you guys because I can't see that far with the small text. But anyways, this card cannot be special summoned. While its face above the field as attribute is also treated as dark. When a spell trap card is activated or the effect of a monster is activated, the activation is negated and this card loses 500 attack and defense. When this card is destroyed and sent to your graveyard, select 1 monster in your graveyard, then destroy all cards you control and special summon that monster. That last effect could be a neg or a plus, depending on the situation. For True Draco, it can be a plus at times, but for this deck, for the most part, you don't want that last effect going off. So we have some things and suggestions for you guys to follow, so you will be able to become a better Light and Darkness Dragon player. Even some cards in the side deck help tutor this guy. But you only play him at 2 because if he was a dark, if they emphasize more on the dark part of him and they actually made him dark attribute, I would run 3 of this thing in the deck because of Allure Darkness. But we can't do that sadly, so. But anyways, triple Ada and triple Eidos. We're not running Mithra and we're not running the double Mithra in this version of the deck because you need to keep it 40 cards and this deck is very high resource count based, and these are the best ones that you can run in the deck altogether. Don't worry guys, we're going to be doing some live test hands again for you guys to show you that this deck does indeed work. Triple Domain, Triple Tenacity, Double Return, March of the Monarchs, Stormforth, and Panthesium. Try to raise the ceiling there. There you go. There you go. That's better. You guys can see everything. These are all the Monarch spells that you want to run in the entire deck. Absolutely phenomenal. One Rhoda and one copy of 1-for-1. A lot of people have been dropping Rhoda from the deck list, and I just can't fathom why. Double Owler. In this version, you don't really have to max it out because you don't have as many dark targets in your deck as you normally do. But it's still worth running. Triple Foolish Burial Goods, that's right, 3. And the 1 Metalphos Fusion. If you guys watch Team King of Games, you know where this comes from. And then for the traps, double Prime Monarch and the 1 Escalation. And we're going to explain to you guys why you run Escalation. Let's read Light and Darkness Dragon again for you guys. If you go back to the part where it says, when a spell or trap card, if you already had activated this card before him being summoned, prior to him being put on the field, you could still activate the effect of Escalation. That's just it. He only stops spell and trap cards, not the effects of them, so Escalation can still go through. You can simply tribute him away for the summon of a lower level tribute summon monster in your hand. And you can clear him off the board without having to worry about your entire... Let me rephrase myself. Without your entire board being wiped out. Escalation is one of the most abusive cards ever with Light and Darkness Dragon that I found for the deck. And it just works great. And you guys are going to get to see it. And now you guys can get right into the side deck. So for the side deck, we run triple Droll and Lockbird, even though we're running Majesty Sphinx, so we can possibly turn off our own Droll and Lockbird. You need Droll and Lockbird in the Trickstar matchup. If you get that Droll and Lockbird off on them, the moment they activate that terraforming, they're done. They're done. They're not going to be able to search anymore. That's it. They will have to have everything they need in their hand, which almost never happens with the deck. And if it would, I would call that person a stacker if it would happen in their favor like that all the time. And 1 Maxi, because Maxi is just great against Zoo. It's great against random Pendulum Magician spicy players that pop up because as you see in the OCG, Pendulum Magicians are topping here and there. I say Pendulum Magicians will have around 5 to 6 or 7 at max percentage of the meta over there of the pie chart of the meta in the OCG right now. Zoo definitely gets turned off by Maxi. They can't really finish their turn. If you open Maxi on a Zoo player, you basically win. It's that simple. You don't even have to stress yourself out at that point. Because they're either going to overextend, give you 20 plus cards in your total in your opening hand, or they're going to underextend, just stack it to a Trident and pass. They're going to do one of those two things, and that's just going to fuck them over so bad. You play 4 Kaijus. Kaijus are very important in this format. And along with those 4 Kaijus, we have double Kaiju Slumber. Now, I believe that Kaiju Monarchs were done before, but I just don't care for the build of the deck. I prefer to keep my builds of the deck fresh and original, but the Kaiju engine is worth side decking though. Then you have triple Twin Twisters. Twin Twisters is just such a broken card. Hold on. Let me move this stuff over. Triple Twin Twisters is just so broken. My apologies for the delay. But yeah, Triple Twin Twisters is so powerful in this new format. It has such a huge impact on basically almost every deck except Zoo. But here's the one spice in the deck that you can run that can actually help your Light and Darkness Dragon. Forbidden Chalice. Oh man, I love Chalice. It's such a shame that I only have 1 ulti and 1 shitty copy of the card. But here's the thing with Chalice. When it comes to Chalice and Light and Darkness Dragon, let's say you activate, say, your domain, right? You activate your domain. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Alright, let's move this over. Let's say you activate your domain, right? And then Light and Darkness would trigger. And then you could play Forbidden Chalice on Light and Darkness. His effect would be negated. Because he cannot work like that in Chain Links. He doesn't work that way. Sorry, man. He doesn't swing that way. And you can do this when he has very low stats. That will go to the graveyard. And then you can just pass. You could just pass. And you'll have a domain, which locks out their extra deck. And you'll have a Light and Darkness Dragon, which cancels out their card effects. That's back at 2,800 attack points. And that gains 800 attack points whenever he bows with domain on the field. I love the synergy with Chalice in the deck. I cannot find my third one. Otherwise, I will be bunking out Maxi for a third Chalice. But I cannot find my third one. And for some reason. But Maxi is a good substitute as well. It's a one of staple. So yeah, guys, that's double Forbidden Chalice. Really, really good card in the deck. And now I'm going to be back with some test hands. Alright, guys, so we have some live test hands for you guys now. I'm doing 5 test hands again today. I do 5 test hands every time, so keep that in mind. To show that the deck works. Alright. I'm going to cut again for good luck. See what we get. 1 for 1, looking good. Erebus. Oh, right there. This is a good hand. Now, allow me to show you what you guys can do. You're going to activate your Tenacity, right? You're going to reveal your Erebus. You're going to search. Panthesium. You're going to use 1 for 1, discard Erebus. Special Ada. Special Eidos. And then you can activate Erebus from grave. Discard Panthesium in order to get him back to hand. And then you could just banish Panthesium. You're going to reveal triple domain, so you'll be able to get domain from deck to hand. Let me shuffle this for you guys. Show you guys I'm not cheating. It's going to be amazing. This is just game 1. This is just our first test hand. We're going to activate domain. Activate domain's effect. Reveal Erebus. Tribute Ada. Summon Erebus. Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2. Get Panthesium back to hand. You get to send Prime and... Should we send return? Yeah, we'll send Prime and return to graveyard. And this is how you end, guys. This is how you end. Absolutely phenomenal. I'll be right back when I get the next test hand set up. Alright guys, I'm back with another live test hand for you guys. Stop shaking, you stupid fucking camera. Cut for good luck. 1 for 1, looking good. Metalphos Fusion. Karaz and Domain, and the last card is... Ooh, Tenacity. What can we do with this? Interesting. Tenacity, reveal Karaz, search. Panthesium. You don't have to do the Panthesium play. Okay. Panthesium Domain. Light Darkness. Majesties. Alright. So we have a few interesting routes we can take here, but first, we're going to ban Panthesium for a second. We're going to reveal these three. Well, no, not this. This. Because we use tenacity. More likely than not, our opponent's just going to flat out give us the escalation hand. Day one is extra deck locking them, and day one is getting the non-targeting tributing over our opponent's shit removal. So in this scenario that you don't have, that I don't think you're going to be able to get to domain on time, here's what you do. 1 for 1. We're going to discard Majesties. Summon Ada, some special Eidos. Cut. Set the Metal Foes fusion. Set escalation. Tribute Ada for the summon Karaz. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Get that back to hand. Karaz, blow up these two. Draw. Foolish Burial Goods, excellent. You get Prime Monarch into graveyard now. I know I'm extending this hand a little bit too much, but yeah. And now we can use the Metal Foes Fusion in order to draw ourselves a free card. Seems pretty good in the very end. Let's cut for good luck. And let's do Tenacity Panthesium. Aether. Erebus. We can banish Domain, summon Prime Monarch, and even though I normally don't, should I do it though? No. And then during our opponent's turn, we can like escalation and tribute these two, summon the dragon. There you go. So even though you didn't get Domain on the field, but you basically got a free Herald of Perfection like monster on the board for free. And keep in mind, you got to draw all, and now for your next turn, because your opponent's obviously not going to be able to take this big guy out right away. And in a sense, you could say you went plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 12 because almost everything in your graveyard has potential play for more potential pluses. And you have 4 in your hand. Actually, no, plus 10. What the fuck am I saying? Actually, no, plus 12 because these two count as well. But yeah, as you guys can see, these hands can get really insane. I have 3 more test hands coming for you guys. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're shuffling the deck now live for you guys. Yes, I know I suck at shuffling. One of my worst talents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Amazing! Like, basically, any hand that you open with Ada and any tribute and any high-level monster with Tenacity, that's an instant domain lock right there. And you know, you guys can extend a little bit further than that because you can technically use Tenacity Alright, I'm gonna play out this hand for you guys. Don't worry, I got you. You can play Tenacity, reveal Erebus, search March of the Monarchs, so that's in the graveyard. You can use Foolish Burial Goods in order to dump away the Metal Foes fusion. Normal summon Ada. Ada effects special summon Eidos. Tribute both for the summon of Erebus. Erebus effect. Spin a card out of their hand. At the price of sending Panthesium and Prime. I've never understood this being a cost. This is one-sided doing this. Erebus is too powerful of a boss monster for a deck. It literally spins cards out of your opponent's hand, and depending on which card you spin back into their deck, it could be game-changing for you. If, let's say, you would spin back a Raigeki, or a Droll and Lockbird in a Trickstar deck. Or, say, a Dragonic Diagram, or things like that. You can really cut off your opponent severely with things like that. And they will have to rely on Luxaki top decks in order to be able to go all out. And this is how you end. Oh, I lied. Bellophos Fusion still can go through. And... Nigga. Did we just draw a Vanity's Fiend? I think we did. That is crazy. We just drew a Vanity's Fiend off of a Metalphos Fusion draw. Oh my god, I'm stumped. 2 more test hands left to go. Alright, so we're back with some live test hand, with a 4th live test hand for you guys. Today's another discussion video is probably going to be going up, so stay tuned for that. Let's see what we got. Erebus, good sign. Wish Bro Goods, decent sign. Metalphos Fusion, bad sign. Sassy, Well, we could actually still make this work, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. And you technically don't want to draw this unless you have Karaz, but it's okay. We're going to make this hand work. You got Foolish Burial Goods. You're going to send Prime Monarch to grave, activate Tenacity, reveal Erebus to your opponent. You'll be able to search March of the Monarchs. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. These 2 go to grave now. Activate that March. Banish Tenacity, summon Prime, tribute Prime, summon Vanity. So I can say this is still a pretty good field to end like this. Ending like this against Zoo is game. Because they can't chalice him or anything like that. They can't do enemy controller, chalice, any of their annoying stupid tech cards that they like to run, as long as you have this on field. Hey, you're playing against Mermails, they have to use Netabis to send the one that pops back row in order for you to be the pop them next turn. Next turn you draw your Foolish Burial Goods, and then you could just start going off from there. So yeah, it's a good hand. It works. So guys, we're going to be going into the final test hand. So excited. Will this be a bad hand? We shall find out right now. Alright, that's a good sign. Domain. Howler. Vanities. Ooh. Double vanity. So we can allure. Banish vanities. We're gonna use Foolish Burial Goods to send Metalphos Fusion from deck to grave. Then we're gonna put it from deck back into from grave back into deck. No way! No fucking way! Did we just draw into a 1-for-1? Oh my god, I'm playing this hand out. This video is probably going to be 26 plus minutes long. Or whatever, I don't care anymore. What are we supposed to discard? Malfunction. I guess we could discard. Should we discard Majesties? Yeah, why not? We don't need them right now. Not yet. Ada, summon items. Now, if our opponent had Ghost Dash, that would have been really bad for us. But we don't care. This deck savages everybody. Field spell, reveal Aether, tribute Ada, summon Aether, Aether effect. Prime Monarch, Panthesium, into grave, summon Karaz from deck. Karaz, pop these two. Should we do that? No, we'll just have him pop himself in this. Draw 2 cards. Woo! Nice. And wait a minute. Since we use 1-for-1, we still get another normal summon. We still have to fulfill the proper normal summon of our turn. So we review Escalation, Stormforth, and March. Our opponent will probably be a little bitch and give us Escalation. Which would be amazing if we actually had the Light and Darkness Dragon in our hand, because then we could just bring it out with Vanities on our opponent's turn, but it doesn't matter because this deck just savages everybody. I'm gonna set that shit face down. You know what? Let's not even do that. Okay? We're just gonna banish Panthesium. Never mind that whole search shit. We're just gonna banish Panthesium for Prime. We're not even gonna go there. I know I could have just revealed Triple Tenacity and just then search like that, but I'm too lazy. Tribute, summon Vanities. GG, no re. So yeah, guys, this is going to be my updated Monarch deck profile. Post Code of the Duelist bullshit tricksters. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what suggestions you would have for the deck. Team All Tech signing out. Have a good day. Peace.